What's up YouTube, and welcome back to the Anabolic Outpost. And man, does it ever feel good to be saying that intro again. I took a little break from uploading, but I'm not going to make any excuses, jumping right into today's recipe for pumpkin pancakes. It's now fall time, the only acceptable time to be eating pumpkin based recipes. And I do already have a couple pumpkin based recipes on my channel from last fall, but I wanted to string together a pumpkin pancake recipe, flipping to the breakfast side of things with a pairing that works quite well. And just like always on the Anabolic Outpost, this recipe is lower in calorie with a higher protein content than most pancakes. They're pretty simple to make overall, and they could even be meal prepped to eat throughout the week. So just going over the ingredients you'll need to make this: of course, canned pumpkin. You will also need your choice flavor of protein powder. If you can find a pumpkin flavor in the brand that you like, great, you could use that one. Otherwise, I would recommend a vanilla, a cinnamon, or even a snickerdoodle like I'm using here. All of those are great options. Next are oats, which we will be shortly making into oat flour, baking soda, and 1 whole egg. In order to bring the batter together, we will be blending it up. Starting off with the oats, I want to blend these separately to make sure that all of the oats get pulverized into oat flour. And if you already have oat flour, you can just add it directly in and skip this step. Once you have your oat flour together, you could add in the remaining ingredients. I'm adding in the protein powder now, measuring that out at 32 grams or 1 full scoop if you're using the PE science. I've got 3 grams of baking soda going in now. Next, we have 80 grams of canned pumpkin, and I have this giant can of pumpkin that I'm barely going to be scraping anything off the top of. But just a helpful tip, as I was a little hesitant myself at first, you can freeze pumpkin and it comes out just the same once you thaw it again for another recipe you want to use in the future. So go ahead and do that if you're making this recipe for yourself. And the last ingredient there was just me cracking the egg in. And once you're done with that, you could get to blending. This does end up being a pretty thick batter, so you will probably have to scrape the sides of your blender, or even just adding a splash of milk helps to speed up the process as well. And this is what we're working with as the pancake batter. Once it's blended up, like I said, it does come out pretty thick. For this style of pancake though, I think that's exactly what you're going for. Go ahead and set your burner on low to medium heat and hit your pan with a quick cooking spray. You could then move on to pouring out your pancakes, and with this batter, I like to just add a little bit at a time, get 4 individual pancakes, and then continue to add the batter whatever is left. And you may also have to manually spread it out a bit on your own, but in the end, you should have 4 delicious mini pancakes. Just keep in mind too that the portions aren't anything crazy on this. In fact, I think it's something like 300 calories in total, so it may not make a complete breakfast based on how many calories you eat for your breakfast. So just keep that in mind. I would suggest that the majority of the people watching my channel would have to double this recipe if you're having it as your only breakfast option. It should take about 4 to 6 minutes on low to medium heat before these are ready for a flip, and you could already see that they're starting to spread out into the pancake shape already, and as I begin to flip these, see that golden brown crispiness on the other end of the pancake. And another 4 to 6 minutes on this side and you should be good to go. 5 minutes later they are ready to eat, and you could go ahead and transfer them to a plate for consumption. And there you have it. That is your complete product, your beautiful stack of 4 mini pumpkin pancakes. Of course, you could get creative and top these in a variety of different ways, but for me, I'm always going back to that Miss Buttersworth sugar-free syrup, ensuring I get that perfect drizzle for a good thumbnail photo shoot. And there we have it. Let me quickly give you a macro breakdown of this fall breakfast before I leave. In total, it's going to have 31 grams of protein with 38 grams of carbs and 9 grams of fat for a total of 355 calories. A breakfast on the lower calorie side for sure, especially with the types of stuff that I make on this channel here. But if you did double the recipe, you're only looking at about 700 total recipes with over 60 grams of protein, Not a bad way to start your day, especially from something unconventional like pancakes. And for the Anabolic Outpost supporters that are still here, it has been over 2 months since I've last uploaded on this channel, and this pumpkin pancake recipe breaks that 2-month hiatus. Sometimes you do get burnt out and lose focus, and I can't guarantee that that won't happen again, but taking that time to discover and create new recipes has been great to me, and I can't wait to continue to output Anabolic Outpost videos. As always, if you have a recipe request, leave that down in the comments below. Also like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.